Yay, okay, we're live. Oh my god. uh... So yeah, this is one of out of nowhere streams, you know, because apparently when people on Discord tell you to go stream, that's what you do. Okay, just gonna post that and post to Facebook. Streaming with the 7990 now. There we go. What? No, we're not on Vega today. There's way too many LN2 pots for that to be a Vega. Give me a second. Edit title. HD 7990 on LN2. The first. Stream 51. Done! Okay, Twitch, update that title. Come on! You can do it! I believe in you! Does reloading help? How's the temps? Okay, that's a minus 18, that's minus 17. This needs a shot. Wait, did the title not change? Twitch, why are you being stupid? 51. Done. Okay, I think it updated at this point. Could anybody else like reload the page and tell me? How's it going? Okay, it's updated. Cool. And I needed more LN2 already because these things are like this pulls literally twice as much LN2 as one card alone. So yeah, we might also need a power. Might need to power mod the BIOS. There we go. I'm gonna pull down because the VRM is kind of warm. I'm gonna pull this down to like minus 30, maybe minus 40, minus 50-ish. And we're gonna take it for a spin through Firestrike. So let's do that. So this card I'm pouring into right now, that's minus 20. This other one's at minus 23. I've not glazed either of the pots. I literally just started, so. Not with the stream. I mean, I started testing and then got convinced into got talked into streaming. We're not, like, as far as I know, 7970s don't run full pot. They cold bug around minus 120. So we're probably not even going to hit that low because this is basically a bone stock PCB except for some capacitor mods. So they're both at minus 30 right now. Damn, these are really, like, close in terms of how they behave. In terms of cooldown. Which, I don't know what that says about the Tech 9 Fat, or, well, it might be because the load on the GPUs is different. But I do have the, like, I do have ultra low power state disabled, so I wouldn't think that's the issue. Do we actually have crossfire enabled right now? That's the question. Let's check out how my drivers are set up. Okay, crossfire's on. We have frame pacing on, which is dumb, because that costs you performance. We have tessellation, which costs performance. We're going to disable that. I don't think... I have 3D Mark 11, so we can run 3D Mark 11 and we can run Fire Strike. And Fire Strike Ultra, I think, is the new HW bot rules. You know what, we'll just do all the Fire Strikes I can be bothered with. So that's minus 40, this one needs more. Okay. Not gonna touch overdrive, and I'm just gonna max out the... Well, that's a problem, isn't it? That's a real problem. That goes up to 20. That sucks. Okay, well, whatever. So we're gonna start off, if I can find the heat sinks. I very cleverly wrote on the fans what this bench is. It runs 1700. Cool. Now that's what we're gonna run. Because actually, let's check. The memory's freezing through, like that's actually below ambient at this point, so we should be fine at these kinds of settings. And I think I'm not in synchronize mode. Oh no, I am in synchronize, so... Yeah, okay, the cards are in sync, so cool. Because you can technically overclock AMD cards like asymmetrically. Like I can set the core clock on one of these higher than the other one. Same for memory clock, actually, though. It's kind of... Like, the performance gain is kind of wonky. It's not really... You know, it doesn't run properly. Anyway, that one's a bit warm. And actually, since this is just a test run, I'm going to have GPU-Z open in the background twice, so that I can see what's going on with both the cards. Okay, so we have this one, and wait, I'm looking at the same one right now. There, okay, so 24C, because I want to check that the VRM doesn't, like, catch fire, because it's a 4-phase. And the stock current limit on this card is 120 amps. So I have a sneaking suspicion that those power stages in there are only good for 40. Okay, which one needs a shot? You need a shot. This is a pain. Like, even just keeping this idle is a problem. Ugh. Screwing up my pouring. Yeah, this thing's slower. Like, way, way, way slower than the Raptor. It's full of LN2 and the temperature's not bloody moving. Okay, we need to glaze that. This is fine. This has much more internal surface area than that, but that thing is not going anywhere at any rate. Actually, I wonder if the CPU's overclocked. It should be. I don't think I changed anything, but it might not be. Let's check. Okay, we're at 5 gigahertz. This is going to be a blast. I'm going to need... I'm going to need a second thermos. Because this is ridiculous. That one's empty already. Fun fact, I already own the score for, I actually have the top score for Fire Strike for a 7990 already. So I'm just going to be trying to blow my score out of the water as much as possible. Ah, oops, spilled it. There we go. Just stay still, damn it. That thing does not respond at all. Like that, these were right now, just like when I started pouring, these were both at 35. This one's at 40 right now, and that one's still at 36. Oh my god. Yeah, this one's at minus 42, that one's at minus 38. And there's still LN2 down there. This thing is so slow. I can't believe how slow it is. Okay, now it's at minus 40. Like, this thing is empty right now. Yeah, whatever. Interesting. Okay, Fire Strike. Let's just, yeah, let's just run it. I'm gonna escape out of the test anyway. Dual wield! Okay. I wonder how this is gonna go. I'm gonna just use one. Okay, wait, which one do I pour on? This one. Wait, no. Stop! Slow the hell down! This is not fair, there's two of you! Cheating! Can't control temperature. And it crashed. Why did it crash? Did the memory overheat? No. No, the memory's frozen. You know what? I'm gonna drop the CPU overclock a bit, cause this is a mess. Also, I maybe shouldn't have gone for 1200 right out of the gate. That might have been a bad idea. Well, now this one's at minus 50. Wait, what? No, Windows, you stupid pile of garbage. I wanted the BIOS. The memories on this is Hynix. What time is it? It's just at 1 AM. It's not that late. What the f... I was pressing delete, you stupid motherboard. Come on. Finally! That tends to cause issues. That's actually really high for that clock, 1.38. Yeah, those are good. Windows, you insufferably stupid operating system. Oh, it crashed. Well, thanks. great. Actually, that means I set the uncore voltage too low. So I gotta go fix that. You know what? I'm starting to not like that LN2 pot over there. Actually, no, that's not fair, because it was just running the BIOS. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, I don't want LN2 profiles. Let's see. That's just 1.3. No, I said 1.3, damn it. There we go. Well, yeah, the automatic repair can be sought if you set up the if you overclock badly enough. K-mode is uncore V error? No, it's just random errors like that at startup or me set. Like, there's like a whole bunch of errors that, well, basically low uncore looks, low uncore voltage or too high uncore clock looks exactly the same as any kind of bad memory instability, except I know the memory on this is stable right now. Well, stable. It shouldn't be blue screening on automatic repair anyway. So, I wonder how badly things got screwed up right now. So we need to get GPU-Z up again. Get it up twice. Okay, so this one's at 21, this one's at 25. Cool, cool, cool. Did tessellation turn off? Stay turned off. Stupid wire. Oh, it's wrapped around the mouse. Cool. There. Much better. I can trip over that. At least it's not in the way of my hand. Okay, so 300. Okay, so what was it? 0 core didn't re-enable. Tessellation. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. Now we just need my tricks. 491 Ultra. The reason why it's called Ultra is it goes up to 1.4, but we're going to extend that maybe. So we're just going to run a completely bone stock run right now. Did I close GPU-Z? I'm dumb. This is why I can't play StarCraft. I can barely open 2 applications at the same time. Actually, this is why I quit StarCraft, because I did used to play it, and I sucked. Okay, minus 36, minus 41. Okay, you need LN2. Firestrike? No, Firestrike does, well, Firestrike didn't used to detect the tessellation override, and now it does, but in the past it didn't, so if you're submitting to HWBot, everybody runs tessellation off, because there's, like, ancient scores with tessellation turned off. Similar for LOD, actually. So, yeah. You know, it might just be the thermal. Nah. Yeah, that thing's just slow. Damn it, glaze. The PLX could be overheating, but that's close enough to this LN2 pot that I thought it would be frozen through at this point. I need to see that. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to accept that my temperature control on this is gonna be like plus minus 5 degrees. I need to... Actually, I'm not sure if I can do that with these cards, but... .43. Okay, temperatures are holding steady right now. Admittedly, right now the card doesn't have like its full power capabilities and all that, so... Okay, how did the VRM go? Max. 53. Oh my god, that is awesome. Max. 48. Yeah, okay, I'm not worried about the VRM catching fire. Cool. How were the clocks, though? Oh, we were throttling. How were the temperature? Temperature was... Okay, so thermal paste is good. Voltage is pretty low. Cool. So let's crank it up. 19,000 physics score. Cool, cool, cool. I think the score to beat is like 22k. And that's already mine. And I took the Firestrike record for the 7990 with a 7700K. So once the 7940X comes into the mix, this is going to be like huge compared to the old score. Yeah, so my old score overall was 17,000. And it was 22.3K GPU score at 1210 core. Yeah, so I must have pushed the memory too far, I guess. Okay, well, let's just max the power limit right now. Because, oh right, this version of Trix has this fun little bug. Okay, well, that's maxed out now. That alone should make the score go up a bit. Okay. I need to get ready to pull the other one because this is basically empty. Minus 42 on both of the cards right now. This one's a tad warmer. Yeah, the spelling on the video title is great. It's just right. Yeah, they're both overshot way now. The thing is, normally for the sort of earlier GCN cards, the LN2 BIOSes will actually lock the cards into the top power state, so that when they come out of load, they don't drop to 300 megahertz and the temperature doesn't swing as hard. But there's no LN2 BIOS for a 7990, so I'm gonna have to make one. And I was kind of planning on doing that today, but somebody told me to go stream, so we might be doing that on stream as well. What's wrong with the overlay now? Oh right, damn, the overlay's wrong. Speaking of things that's wrong with the overlay, there, fix the sponsor. Right, I don't want to run physics. Radeon, it's a gigabyte card. Well, whatever. Reference HD 7990. Okay, 20K, cool. So yeah, it looks like the memory blew it up. Why did I close Firestrike? Why am I so extremely competent? Okay. Let's start at a low 1100 megahertz overclock. That should run on like every HD 7990 ever. Benchmarks. How's this? Oh, that's empty. Cool. I should probably refill. We'll be fine. Well, sponsored by Team Group, not really, but Team Group do send me all of my B-dye. So, it's like... And I actually get to keep that, so, you know. It's currently running in the system, so technically they brought you the stream, because without it, this system wouldn't be on this memory. Anyway, this one needs more LN2. Even with that base extension, this thing is so much more responsive, it's ridiculous. Because there's like about a centimeter worth of copper behind this pot right here, so that it clears the 8 pins. And even with that, the temperature on that one is much, much faster than on this one. Which is kind of insane, honestly. Then again, this one costs twice as much as the other one, so... Yeah, the shirt is specifically for live streams, because I was like, yo, I need more memory and SSDs, and they're like, also wear this shirt, where there's no more memory. Oh, damn, I'm gonna blow my score away so fast? That's not fair! I thought my old score was good. But this is like freaking cheating, and the reason for this is rather simple, right? With the liquid nitrogen, the cards are actually pulling significantly less power. So, the whole issue, like, stock HD 7990's power throttle super hard on air cooling. And like even water cooling, they'll power throttle if you push enough voltage into them. But we're on liquid nitrogen, and at minus 40 degrees, I'm pretty sure we're running like maybe 30% less current into the actual card, like on the 12 volts. So it's currently pulling about 30% less power than it normally would. Probably. Okay, this is a rough estimate. It might be closer to 20. I've not checked, but on other chips that I have checked, that's roughly the difference you get from going, you know, a few tens of degrees below zero, compared to something like plus 80. Alright, this one's empty. I'm gonna need to refill that before we do another run. And this is almost empty. Oh wait, wrong pot. So I'm gonna start working this down as well. So we're gonna go at minus 50 next. And I need refills. Go. So I think I'll go for... We don't really need the memory clock. The thing about Tahiti is it has a 384-bit memory bus. because AMD didn't have any kind of memory compression technology, or even like, also AMD wanted to use like the cheapest GDDR5 available at the time. So they shipped the card with a stupid wide bus and a really low stock memory clock. So yeah, these really generally don't scale with memory clock, it's all core. So that's why we'll work the core up first. Let me just check that that's on both cards. Why? Because I think that might have also been a, issue. And benchmarks, fire strike, run. Wait, it crashed again. That's interesting. The VRMs aren't that hot, so I have no idea why that crashed. Actually, it might be because, like, I did change the, like, I got rid of the extra little power bridge. Oh, right, I keep forgetting I can just do it here because the camera's set up. Yeah, don't need to center myself. Anyway, if you saw the video when I was test fitting the LN2 pots onto this thing, there's like 3 red wires behind each of the, going from the VRM to each core. So I guess that actually worked better than I remember it working, because we shouldn't be having issues at just 1200. I'm making 1200 work. Somehow, some way. I'm not taking a no for an answer. We have ATI Flash. Yeah, ATI Flash is on the system, and I think HXD is as well. Move. Okay, it isn't, but it's fine. Why do we... Well, that's interesting. That just crashed again. I wonder what the hell is up with that. Okay, I'm just gonna check that it's not the core voltage causing the issues, because that could actually be it. In which case, well, there's some major issues I'm gonna have to start solving somehow. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna be solving them here, because basically I'd need to take the card apart and do physical modifications to get those fixed. What version of Tricks is that? That's version 4.9.1. It's really old. And the reason I use it is it's the only version of Tricks I found that actually supports the HD7990. And for whatever reason, Afterburner wasn't doing what I wanted. Or didn't have enough voltage range or something. So I just hunted down the oldest version of Tricks I could remember. Like the last version of Tricks before the 200 series launched, which is this one. I guess those power bridges actually worked. How's the VRM doing? It's not hot. So yeah, I'm not burning the VRM out, otherwise I wouldn't be able to put my finger on it. Well, looks like that silly 18 gauge wires on the from VCore to because I said that in the video about this card, because it's a dual core card, and because so much stuff is crammed onto the PCB, the power planes on this thing seem to be ridiculously ridiculously weak. And you actually have a huge voltage difference between like the back of the core and the phase furthest away from the core. And even the phase nearest to the core is actually way higher voltage than the core itself, which is really kind of annoying. So I guess the power bridge thing worked, which means we need to slow down. Let's try 1150 first. Run. Every time he spills, LN2 take a shot. Okay, let's use the buildzoidometer. It's not ouch hot, so that's a good thing. Ouch. No, it's fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. Okay, yeah, it's actually getting pretty warm. Okay, yeah, I like the Raptor 4 better. This thing is, it does the job, but it's not as responsive as the Raptor. So, but that's pretty much exactly what I expected, because the Raptor has a way more surface area. Though after a glaze, either of them should be interchangeable. Yeah, so it looks like the power bridge thing actually worked. I feel really stupid right now, because I spent a lot of time taking it off. Oh well. I'm not really controlling the temperature that great right now. It's at -46 on both. Oops, I just poured into the wrong one twice. There. Actually, let physics get its thing done, because we technically need physics working, and I want to see the score. 1530 megahertz on a 480 is really high. Is that on air cooling or water? Because on air cooling, that's like a top 10 card pretty much. Like, that's a really top percentage card. If it's If it's on water cooling, then that's actually, well, it's still really good, but it's not as amazing. Oh my god, I am not used to seeing this. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, no, I'm not used to seeing this. Like, I should be, because I used to bench things slower than Vega and the Fury X, but, like, I've kind of gotten used to Vega at this point where that actually runs at a reasonable FPS. Let's see. Okay, so I just beat my old record. I actually beat my old record's GPU score. How the hell does that work? Like, we're 50 megahertz down and I'm beating my old... Oh, it must have been throttling like crazy. That might also explain the crashes. It wasn't actually running 1200. Okay, well, how's the VRMs doing? Ow. Wait, no. Yeah, they're not that bad. They'll be fine. They'll be completely fine if we do 1350. I was kind of hoping to hit like 1300 megahertz core on this thing, but I'm starting to realize that's just not realistic. Okay, let's go for this. Wait, I'm not running processless, so that might actually help combined a bit. There, okay, that's running now. Dual wield. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I'll spill it everywhere. Okay, no, that should not have been thermal paste. We'd be dead now. So we're at minus 65 degrees right now, and dropping because both of the pots are full, and that's not running. This is actually not that hard to do. I mean, admittedly, I'm not running like really extreme voltages for Tahiti. Like Tahiti, you'll see people take it up to like 1.6 or like 1.35. So, and it's not even real 1.35. That's like 1.3. It's going to be like 1.4 at the VRM and like 1.3 at the GPU core because of how bad the power plane on this thing is. Oh damn, I just overshot that. It'll be fine. Want to see FPS. Does the FPS not show up on the stream? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it. I'll fix that. Give me a second. Oh, there. Perfect. They're almost making 23K. You know, this is exactly why I was like, I don't really want to run this on the 14 core, because with the 7700K you actually get a much higher combined. If I check the old score, I have a combined of like 6 point, yeah. On the 7700K, I get like 6.4 thousand combined, and this is barely hitting 6. So yeah, I was honestly like, ideally, I'd want this card on like a Coffee Lake CPU, because on Coffee Lake, you know, you'd have like 5.3 gigahertz, or maybe 5.2, 5.3 gigahertz on the core, and it doesn't have the mesh, and it doesn't have a million cores, which just cause a whole bunch of issues. So yeah. At a certain point, the card is so slow that you actually want to run a slower CPU. Anyway, we need to go faster. And actually, I'm gonna hex edit tricks right now because we need more. Where's my utilities folder? Utility, HXD. Okay, there. Bam. Tricks 491, Ultra Edition. VDDC. Can't find, no. I said VDD. VDD. ATI voltage, CHL. F3. MVVD disable, VDDC. Actually, I wonder if we can enable those. So let's, actually no, they're not. Oops, yeah, misread that. VDDC max. 6. That's totally safe. And now we can go to fire. So we're not going there, but we will go to like that. And crank that, and this. Let's get some extra memory clock into the mix. Okay. How's these? This one's empty, this one's also almost empty, so we'll need a refill. I wish I had a third thermal probe for VRM temperature, but I lost the K-type adapter to, actually, wait, I'll just have a quick look around. I might find it at random. That tends to happen, that I lose something, and then one day I come across it, and I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? Because, like, my multimeter can technically do temperatures. It's just I lost the adapter for K-types for it. Okay, well, that's not it. What about here? No. Okay, not in there. Also not in there. Or there. Nope. 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 Okay, no, I don't have it. It is probably buried somewhere where I won't find it for a while, so we'll just have to go with the does my finger catch on fire when I touch does my finger get cooked if I touch it measuring system. So there we go. So that one's cold, this one's not. And I can go refill again. I'll just top it off. There. That is not glazing over at all. That is actually really annoying. Much better. There we go. Yeah, no, that just washed off immediately. Oh, whatever. Did I actually change the settings for the GPUs? Yes, I did. This is the old run. Yeah, okay, now the VRM is starting to cool through the PCB, so that's a good thing. This is too damn slow. Go. Liquid nitrogen for me is about £1 a liter with delivery. So it's not really expensive. Well, until you consider how much I use up. That's the other issue. It's like, yeah, a liter is pretty cheap, except one of these is a liter. Right? One of these full is a liter. Now, I usually don't fill them up all the way when I'm using them, so it's not like every time I refill, I'm refilling another liter, but it's a pretty decent amount that I use. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna take this slow and steady because every time I try to speed up, this just like fails on me. So. Benchmarks, fire strike, run. Starting out, actually, if you're like completely starting with LN2, you'll probably, if you want to buy your own DWAR, it'll probably cost you, you can get all the equipment like GPU pot, CPU pot, DWAR for less than $1,000, easy. Which, that's like a lot, but if you just want a CPU pot, then you're paying like $250 maybe. Okay, well that's evidently having major issues. What the hell? Why is this one stuck at P7? Do we have Crossfire running? Crossfire's on. Yeah, actually, speaking about used, LN2 pots, they're like a really safe buy if you're getting them used, because they're basically just a block of copper. There's not really that much that can damage one. And I actually got the one that's sitting right here, that one and a CPU pot in a combined deal for like 360 euros shipped. So yeah, if you're patient and hunt for good deals, you can definitely get this stuff pretty cheap. If you're buying brand new, then what on earth is with that FPS though? If you're buying brand new, then well, one of these new is $250, and one of these new is 450 euro. If you can like find it in stock, that's the main issue with the Der Bauer stuff. Is he usually makes it in extremely low volumes, and then you can't buy it because it's not available, even if you do have the money for it. That's really odd. Why is it doing that? Like, it starts out fine, and then the core clock drops off a cliff, comes back up, drops off a cliff. Why is it flickering? I'll try restart. That might fix it. What mouse am I using? This? Oh, this is a Gigabyte Razer. What's it called? Razer Death Adder knockoff. Like, it's the same body except with Gigabyte branding. So yeah. Normally, I use a Razer Naga. Right? So that's what's on my daily system. For overclocking, I use that thing because it's just some random mouse that I happen to have, and this is not working. Hello to GTI Jason. Oh, now it's working again. I'm starting to think the cards aren't liking -70, because I was working it all the way down to like -68, and that's when it started being silly. So let's see. I'm just gonna check that the clocks aren't being stupid again. And actually run process lasso before. No, I don't need it full screen. I just want to see if GPU1 is behaving itself. Okay, all is well in GPU land. Let's see how this goes. And let's give it 1.4 V. I want my 1200, damn it. These cards kind of suck, to be completely honest with you. That's at minus. This one needs another shot. That's starting to glaze over properly at this point. Ah. Okay, well that's definitely not going to work, so let's try that for now. And hopefully Trix isn't the reason why the clocks keep breaking. Okay, I'm going to say that's fine. Okay, I opened that already. Glaze over, basically when you have LN2 pots, since they're really cold, they'll condense water out of the air. And you'll start getting, internally, an ice buildup. Especially if you, like, use a blowtorch to heat it up. Then the blowtorches produce water vapor as a side product. But also if you just use, like, a hairdryer or a heat gun to ram air into the LN2 pot, it'll condense on the inner walls, and basically what that does is it builds up an ice layer, and that ice layer will actually soak up LN2, whereas just bare copper at minus 60 degrees will just be subject to the lead and frost effect, and you basically can't get any real cooling done. But that ice layer, if you have that going, then you can pour on it, and it'll just burn all the LN2 as fast as it can. So basically, and people call, and building up that ice layer is called glazing. So, yeah. And when you have, and it's being stupid again. Like, if the mouse seems to be moving weird, that's not the stream, that's my end. The mouse is legit moving weird. Again. I think the temp probe on this one might be dodgy, because I'm pretty sure I threw the... I have one probe that's a bit of a... And we just crashed again. What the hell is up with that? That is really weird. Is the memory, perhaps? It's Hynix! It can't possibly be too damn cold. Unless there's water in the PCIe slot. Like... But then we'd probably have more issues than this way. Well, actually, I have no good way to try heat up the memory chips. So if those are getting too cold, this is over right now. I'm gonna need to get some kind of thermal heater elements and put them under the LN2 pots, because otherwise this isn't gonna work. Okay, well we'll run this a little bit warmer than last time. We're minus 60 on this one. I'll pull this down to minus 60 as well. Let's just try 1600 like that. Apply. Actually, 1550. Let's start there. Max that. Close. 3D Mark. Where did I learn all this stuff? Like, way too much time on Google and various forums. Data sheets help a lot as well. Like, there's, like, a lot of data sheets will explain how to do a lot of stuff. Okay, why does it keep doing that? Like, it keeps stuttering. Why? Maybe the PCIe? No, because it's a PLX chip. The shouldn't be affected. Oh, the coil wind's made a return. It's stuttering again. The arm catching fire or something? Okay, well, evidently the VRM's managed to break through the plastidip layer on it. No, I mean the inductors, because it's coil winding again. This card has terrible coil wind, normally, and it was gone for some time, but, and it's dead again. Okay, well, let's, okay, I'm gonna try lower the PCIe speed. Maybe that's why it's crapping out. I'm not entirely sure. But this is why I consider that, you know, this is why I was originally going to, like, pretest everything, not stream it right off the bat, but hey. Peer pressure is really bad for you. Anyway, let's see, Super IO. No, I don't know where these settings are. No. Oh, wait, why is this under... Well, I don't know which one this is, so we're just gonna have to set all... No, okay, well, that... There. That might fix it. But, I'm not entirely sure that's actually the issue. Maybe the PLX chip is getting too hot. That would be bad. Which means I need to try get something on the PLX chip to check its temperature. Or at least roughly what kind of temperature it's at. Which I can do, because we don't need to do that while it's running. Because if it's like idling at 90, then that's a pretty good indicator that it's not okay. Because that thing is spec'd for, I think, 95 degrees max. So, yeah, I need to find... Actually, yeah, right, I have this... Oh, wait, no. Where's that other temperature probe? Oh, right, there's a... Found you. which one am I? Okay, well, the minor issue is this technically has 2 inputs, but one of those inputs does not work. So we're going to just have to... It's apparently 23 degrees on my desk, which I kind of doubt, because it's pretty cold in my opinion, but... Okay, well, fan needs to move for a bit. Thank you, fan. Where's that PLX chip? No, the PLX chip's cold. Well, it's not hot enough. Well, cold is wrong. It's definitely warmer than like the VRM or something, but I don't think that's the issue. I mean, it would make sense that like the PLX chip throttles itself down, but... And then that would cause all the stuttering, but... I really don't... Like, it's too cold right now for it to get that hot later, that fast, because otherwise I would have been having issues the entire time, not just now. I'll just run the card completely stock. This one's, long thermos. I guess I was maybe triggering some kind of power throttle? No, current. It could have been current. No. No, that's not, no. That's not current. If it was current, it'd be shutting down, I think. And it wouldn't have the, like, it wouldn't have the knock-on effect. Like, it would either slow down just in 3D Mark, and then potentially, like, it would either shut down running 3D Mark or slow down in 3D Mark, and as soon as you go to desktop, it should have been fine, which this definitely wasn't. This was bad, like, it would randomly crash at desktop. Maybe it's getting too cold. That would really suck, but it is possible that this thing has a, some kind of cold issue below minus 60-ish. Okay, so I say we need more power. So this is going to be a pain because this is a dual GPU card, so these are a pain to flash. So let's get ATI flash up. And first we're going to back up. Right, Windows being stupid as usual. So run as admin, thank you very much, back up. So, okay, press any key. BIOS backup.rom, cool. Now we need to get to the USB drive, and at this point I'm just going to dump HXD on the desktop because this is too much work to navigate to. HXD, thank you very much. BIOS backup. I'm only going to back up, like, the BIOSes on these cards are identical for both cores, so I'm not going to bother with the... Oh, wait, I forgot how to mod these. I don't remember. So we're actually going to need one more thing. Which AMD HD 7000... Ah, there we go, that's what I wanted. Open. Right, and I should actually make a copy of that before I start modding it, because then we won't have a backup if I screw up. Well, it does have a dual BIOS switch on it, so not the biggest issue, but let's get that. And power play, core clock 300, boot, performance, ultra low, okay, well, that's cool. Overdrive power tune, max core clock. That's a bit low. TDP limit, 50. Wait, what? There's no current limit here? Actually, you know what? Let's... Oh, it won't let me enter 100%. 99? That's a silly program. Okay, let's think about this. This normally is a 375 watt GPU. If I double its power consumption, it will pull 750 watts. Do I trust these 8 pins to survive that? Kinda. But, I'm not sure the VRM will, so let's just go to, like, I'll just give it 80. Oh, right, because these have the... Save. Okay. File name 799 80. Oh right, I can't put percent in that. Please remember, yeah, blah blah blah. Where is ATI flash? There we go. So now we have a BIOS called 80%, so I'm going to copy that, make a... Just because I have, like, the batch files for all of the flashing process. So that... Alright, what did you just catch on? Okay, that. Right. There we go, now we're on BIOS 2. Which, if I remember correctly, this card currently has a screwed up BIOS too, because I'm very good at BIOS modding 7000 series cards. So let's just flash BIOS. Yeah, I must have screwed up something on that last one. Ah, this flash is taking forever. Okay. And we're going to need a second copy of this because there's technically 2 cards on this. Rename flash BIOS card 1. Because GPUs are 0 indexed. P1. File save. This has been going for an hour and 20 minutes right now. Now the question is, will we blue screen as Windows loads? Because, Yeah, I was expecting this. I was totally expecting this to happen. I didn't want it to happen. Stupid freaking AMD driver restrictions. Back to the other BIOS and reset. Right, yeah, that. I should have put a cage on that one. What? It's taking forever to post now. Where's that go? There. Oh. I'm just going to cage the fan so that it stops chewing itself up. Actually, the blades are more or less just fine. Okay. Why is the board being stupid? Do you mean 33? The RAM's fine. Stop moaning at me. Right, how was this in there? Right, yeah. There we go. What? I didn't forget to patch the driver. I didn't think the 7900 series would need it. But I should have the patcher, so we'll see. Utilities. Please tell me I have it. Wait, it's under AMD Pixel Clock Patcher, right? Yeah, is part of Pixel Clock Patcher. Which I should have. It might be under the AMD folder. Yeah. File signature, yay. Driver successfully patched and signed. Okay, shut down, restart. And before we restart, I'm just gonna flip that BIOS switch. There we go. Could you get a move on, please? Thank you, Windows. Yeah, no, that did not work, evidently. At all. Well, that's bloody great. In the last 20 minutes, you've basically missed me fighting Windows for custom BIOS support. I might just end up having to... Actually, no, that's going to be a pain. I technically know how to make a... Oh wait, no, this is not going to be a pain. There is a way to do that. Yeah, I just need to go to... Okay, well... There's always option B. Which means we're actually going to need to go a bit more serious on the BIOS modding. And I've actually done this before. BIOS modding on liquid nitrogen. Because there's a lot of issues that you don't realize you're going to have until the card is really cold and starts complaining about all kinds of random stuff that normally works just fine. Why are we getting an F7? Okay, now I'm starting to really suspect water in the PCIe slot. Because this is just too many random issues. Okay, we're back. Up and running. Alright, I emptied this. Alright, I'm still on the wrong BIOS. Good job, me. you work, please? Now the motherboard is being really stupid. You mean 0, 0. The PCIe slot is probably slow. This is the thing, like, benching minus 40 degrees, in my experience, is the worst temperature range possible. Because minus 40 is just cold enough that the GPU core has ice behind it, and that the PCIe slot, a couple centimeters away, is just above 0. So it builds up water and nothing else. How badly? I actually got a bump to first in the Czech Republic, thanks to the new revision. At the cost of being, like, kicked off of, I think, top 100 Extreme League or something? I don't know. I'm still waiting for the revision to make up its mind where I am. Yeah, okay, right. I said we're going to do power limit. AMD... Where is it? It should be right here. Alright, Atom BIOS reader. There we go. Atom BIOS reader, bin, no. I forgot where the damn thing is. Where is it? Okay, no, that's wrong. Bin, debug. There. Okay, open. TI flash, BIOS backup, .rom. Yeah, open that. BIOS list is successfully loaded. How are the temperatures? Too warm. So what that does is it makes a nice little text file listing all of the BIOS tables so that I can find where it is I want to be. HXD, boom. I'm gonna have to start using my other hand, which sucks. Because I won't have anything to rest my head on out of frustration. Okay, I2C support, object. Alright, what? Power play info, that's what I wanted. And it's at... Right, okay, well, it's probably at this. G? Right, yes. Go to that. What do you mean invalid digit? It's an A749. Oh, there's a space. So D2. Yeah, okay, I got the right table. So now from 01 to 01D2. That's a big power play table. Copy that. And in theory, if we go, nope. Right. Zero 0302 00. Wait, what? Is the 7990 special in that it is treated as one card? I mean, ULPS is disabled, right? My hand's getting too cold. Let's say 43, cool. There we go, now I can type again. Okay, well, that's interesting. Anyway, the plan is, I'm just gonna copy... Because basically, it's gonna be called PPA... No, because that one's not modded. It's called... No. PPHM soft power play table. Right. Okay, wait. I need more notepad windows. New. Oh, whatever. Wait. Is that it? Word wrap. There. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so... Can I just copy that somehow? Rename. Okay, I can copy that. And that's, modify binary data. Okay, so we should just go new. Somebody help! I don't know what the data type is. Because this one is, like, what is that? Modify, value name, feature scar. Right, something long. Modify. Edit binary value. What the hell? Okay, new. And it's going to be called rename. And that should be enough to just copy this in. And, do we copy that in? Please? Is that too long? No, it's not too long. Come on. That cannot be. It won't let me paste. Wait, is it because of the spaces? It is because of the spaces, isn't it? Ah, hell. Wait, edit, find, replace. Find spaces. Replace with nothing. Replace all. Will this work? No, that doesn't also... Gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna be typing in the frickin' power play table by hand, and I'm a slow typer. Does somebody have an idea on how I can copy, like, just text straight into a registry value? I guess I'm typing then. Well, if anybody wants to help my incompetent ass, just drop it on the chat. It's not a binary value. What, is it a is it the string thing? Okay, wait. New. Is that it? Is it the wrong value type that it wouldn't let me paste? Because I wasn't sure, like... Okay, wait, where did that go? New. E. New value. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. That's showing up as a completely different thing. I guess I could do... Oh, no, I tried removing the white space with just replace. Like, you can just use find and replace in Notepad to do that. That's not the issue. Because here's how this is formatted. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to make that go into there, and then we'll try paste over that. Save. Yes. So now O2 will have a PH soft power play table. That doesn't technically belong to it, but I should be able to fix it from there. Modify. Oh no, still can't paste on that. Alright, did HXD close? That sucks. I'm just gonna copy that part. HXD. How's the temp? 23, 23. Okay, we're... Yeah, actually, I'll shoot them. Oh, and that would be great to have a friend help me, but fortunately I'm forever alone. X values, okay, and the offset is 02D2, 01D2. No. Right, actually, what I wanted was this part. 1D2. And hopefully... No, still can't paste that. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, here it goes to typing. B20106. This is gonna be a long one. 01 00000 10 18 58 00 67. Can I add? Great. Zero D9 005. This sucks so badly. There has to be a better way to do this without like manually typing everything in, but you can copy paste into PowerShell. I've never used PowerShell, so that's not helping right now. I'm not gonna go and learn that. That's empty. That's empty. Great. Okay, we're at 58. Wait. 00 00 80 07 00 10 00 00 02 0A 2C 00 69 00 DB 0005 2301 OA 00 32 01 42 01 3D. That's what we're doing. 03 0000 C6160000 58. If there's a typo in this, this is gonna suck. 6D 01 73 01 1. Okay. 0000 A1 01 0000 B3 0000. At least there's a lot of zeros. Those are easy. Oh wait, I missed one. 00 73. No, 77. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 60 EA 0, 0, 0, 0, 88, 01, 20, 03. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 14, 0, 0, 0. Okay, wait, 40. 0, 0, 0, 3. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4. 0, 4, 0, 1. And 04. 05, 06, 0, 0. Right. 0, 3. No, like, it won't let me paste anything in. Like, even if I just highlight one value and do copy, right, I can't paste. I just straight up, there's no paste functionality in this stupid thing. Now I lost where I was. 0306. So we're looking for a 0306. Okay, 020505. 020505. 0607. 10A0. You know, it would have been so much easier if I just used a real operating system with some ancient drivers. A0, 86, now, 86, 01, F0, stupid freaking Windows. Ooh, 4902. That's memclock, that value I just typed in. That's a memory clock of some kind, just because that's a value I've seen so many times before. 6B, that's actually 1500, I think. Like, no, 1500 and 2 extra zeros for no apparent reason. 6B, wait, where does 6B go to? Okay, 03. 03, 02, 00. How many 00s is that? That's 5. Cool. 50, C3. 50C3. Oh, it's not my fault the bloody power play table is like, who knows how many, like, a lot of freaking values. It's like 200 and something values, so, yeah. This is gonna take a while, unfortunately. Because I really need to learn how to do this faster, but right now I just want this to bloody work, so these are the best tools I have on hand. Oh no, it's another string of crazy zeros. It's 4 of them. Wait, what? Oh, I did that thing again. Right, 0, 0, 30, 75, 0, 0, 80, 38, 0, 1. I should be at least able to copy-paste out of the bloody registry, so I can at least check if there's a typo. Oh my god, how many zeros is that again? Three, that's 6 zeros, okay. I have 2, so 1, 2, 2, 2. Good. Now I can keep typing. This sucks so bad. How's the temps? Okay, I need to actually hit this with LN2 again, or this is all gonna go positive. gonna go positive and turn into a lake. It's the exact opposite of what I want. CTRLV really doesn't work. This sucks. Okay, where are we at? 52 with 0038 before it. Okay. 03 6B. Oh wait, no. No. $52. Wait, what? That repeats itself? Okay, I have that once. Okay, it's fine. I was worried I was rewriting the same line twice now. It's this one. This one well, this chunk repeats. Alright. No, this one. 52, yeah. That, oh my god. I am so gonna screw this up. This real, like, why can't I just bloody paste in the values? Like, that's really stupid. And also the deleting whole bytes instead of, just like the freaking, the like, you know, the one value. C3 00 F 0 49 02 B6 03 6B 03 02 00 00 00 00 00 00 1873 01. Yeah, no, I have a random.reg, except the random.reg looks like, wait, this is what like a registry.reg file looks like, so, I don't know, can I just, I mean, I guess I could try that. Let's see, how much time have I spent? I don't want to lose that now. Okay, wait. I'm gonna call this test. There, so I know to delete that part. It's gonna go into the right one. I'm gonna copy this. Because as long as the commas are there, this is gonna be fine, right? Like, because I can just do edit, replace, space, comma, replace all, bam. Now this has commas. If I just copy this with the commas, it'll be fine. Okay. Now the backslashes I think are for formatting. I don't think they're actually like, it just prevents the thing from like wrapping around like this. Okay, well, everybody pray. We might end up with no Windows install. That would be a first, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that as is. And now there should be 2 power play tables down here. Oh no, it's worked. It works just fine. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, I know what I wanted it to do. I had no idea how to get it to do that. Very sorry about this. No, I do not want to delete that. That was very painful. Let's just rename that. Okay, so from now on, if you want to make your own custom power plate table, just take a random .reg file, set the right address, and then just replace all the you know what, I'll condense that into a video, and that'll make everybody's life much better, I think. Every AMD overclocker's life much better, and especially mine, because if I ever forget this, I can just reference my own channel and not listen to myself talk about it, just watch the bloody video with the sound off, because I can't stand my own voice. Wait a minute, we still need to actually modify the power limit. Give me a second, I know how that's very simple. So we're going to take this, we're going to take HXD, right, and we're going to take 799%, and we're going to take this, we're going to find that power plate table info, and actually we should probably get 2 BIOSes, so we'll just grab another BIOS and do a analysis file compare, bam, and now we hit F6 a few times, and it should throw us, actually we're already in the power plate table, aren't we? Shift F6, okay, so that's the checksum up there, and that is A7D0, and the power plate table is in A794. Cool, so that's A7D, so that's B3. So it goes from 01C to B, oh no, the original is B3, and it goes to 01C, and then from 77 to 1E. Right, so 1E is the lower power limit, and the 0C, no, the 0C01 is, well, actually, it's little endian or big endian or something. It's a weird notation thing. It's, you read it backwards. So 010C. I actually wonder what that translates into. So let's go hex to decimal converter. 010C. Oh, that's 268 watts. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so now we just need to take the modify, and we need to find what offset is that? That's okay. That power plate table starts at there, and that value is wait, at 47. So it should be this. That right there. Okay. So if we just set that to FF, then we should have 255 watts power limit. There. And we should technically tweak down the lower power limit. So I'll set that to 20. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted 20. Okay, so now we should have a larger power range, or a dead Windows install, one of the two. Let's try this. Where's custom resolution utility? Is there no CRU on the... no, there is. Restart 64. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. I think I screwed up. Wait, it's back! Yes! Okay, so now let's see if Trix picked up on that. No. No, it didn't. What the hell? It still only goes to 20. Do power play tables not work on this a card this old? Why? PPH soft power play table. And O3 is... Why? Nah, ULPS is not the issue. Why? Oops. No, that's still at, It's not using that one, because it doesn't have volatiles. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Right, okay, well that's evidently not going to be an option, so edit 77B3, so we're just going to set you to FF and that to 20 and tell that to paste into number 3. Save. So if we go into O3, we have PPH soft, oh right, rename. Because under O1, that's... Okay, well, let's just restart it. Just in case that's the issue. Well, I haven't broken the driver, that's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to take it that soft power play tables aren't a thing for the 7900 cards. That's a problem. That's a pretty major problem. Windows. Why won't you just let me mod the driver? I mean, mod the bloody BIOS. Instead of having to mess with this stuff. Well, that really sucks. No, there's no shunt resistor on a 7990. Like, hard modding a 7990's power measurement circuitry is actually a massive pain in the ass. I don't really want to go do that. That would also suck. Well, at least the VRM can't explode. That's a good thing. There's not enough power limit to let it do that. Damn it, I need Windows 7. Okay, we're back down at minus 50s. This one's minus 56, that one's minus 50 something, 3, 4, still coming down. So, let's keep going. I did already set the clocks, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Just gonna check that the driver settings are correct in terms of performance filter. Yeah. All good. Fire strike. Run. Ugh. I can't put a 7970 BIOS on this. This uses a Volterra voltage controller, and basically every 7970 I'm aware of either runs a on semiconductor or a there's one other brand, or a chill, a CHL8228. No, there's CHL8228 cards, there's CHL8225 cards, and there are NCP something cards as well for the Tahiti cards. None of those voltage controllers will work on this card. And it's stuttering again. Like, it's running really, really bad again. What is up with that? Okay, we'll just have to restart, I guess. Honestly, it might, like, at this point, it might actually, like, the stuttering might actually be water in the PCIe slot or something stupid like that. This is why this is pre-testing and not a serious run, because it's like, wrong operating system, no BIOS, no anything, really. I forgot that I told it to shut down, not restart. Kind of getting hungry. Yeah, you made it just in time to watch Windows restart. I mean, finish restarting. No, I don't run a dehumidifier at all. And summer actually gets a lot, You know what? I'm gonna go with there's something seriously wrong with one of the card, like, there's something really, really wrong with the card because it just doesn't want to run anymore. At least not with an overclock anyway. We might try, I might check if stock doesn't work, but also, like, the motherboard randomly throwing a 33 and just all the random issues, I really think the PCIe slot is a puddle right now. Because I remember a similar problem when I was running my Fury X at -40. And that was in a motherboard with proper installation, actually. And basically, I was running it at -40 for like 2 hours or something, and nothing worked. Well, it would boot, but it wouldn't run at all. Like, it would just randomly throw what looked like a memory error all the time. We've been going for 2 hours right now. Okay, it reset itself, that's good. Might be clever to put up a GPU-Z in the background. Problem is like when it starts having issues, it actually crashes outright, so it's like I can't actually debug it. Well, I guess I could turn on some kind of logging. Wait, why are we still at PCIe 3.0? Didn't I set the entire motherboard to 2.0? What? No, these are just like regular salt. Because I'm very salty about the system. Honestly, I don't like the taste of vinegar. That seems like an awful thing to put on chips. And this is why we all love the new version of Firestrike. The GUI is written in Java and has a tendency to forget if it's installed or not. Useless pile of garbage. So I guess we're running 3D Mark 11 then. Okay, yeah, the system's completely boned. Alright, that is done. I swear it looks like even the bloody render test is stuttering. Yeah, even the bloody render test is stuttering. The system's boned. Okay. Well, that's that. That's it. That's over. Yeah, about the bag of chips and crush. Yeah, I know about that trick. I've used it. It's a good trick. Well, I guess I'll give you a tour of how this actually, like, how this monstrosity comes together. Because, this stream is not that usual 3-hour AHOC length At which point, like, nobody can even stay up anymore because it's like 4 in the morning or something. Well, could it be the driver now? No, the driver's... everything's boned. Actually, no, now that you mention it. Like, it could be that power play table mod I tried. I guess. I'll try kill that, and if that doesn't help it, then I was right about the PCIe slot being a puddle. It's like 2 a.m. here, though. Actually, screw that. It's 3 a.m. here. I'll try remove that, wait, what the hell? I'll try remove that power play table and, we'll see if that fixes it, but I don't really think it will. I think the PCIe slot is a puddle, and so there's like, I'm pretty sure PCIe has some level of error correction, and I'm just hammering that instead of actually doing any real rendering. That would be my guess. Because actually the Fury X actually did exactly the same. It would just clock worse and worse and worse, and it was unstable and more unstable, and it just devolved into a useless pile of garbage. Oh, now even 3D Mark 11 is broken! Oh, the driver hasn't managed to actually restart. Okay, well, that is really bad. We're gonna have to restart the system. Wait, what did I say a catchphrase? Honestly, it's so late at night, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. No, it's not that bad. Useless pile of garbage. Oh, that. I call everything a useless pile of garbage, but I actually really like the 7990. It's still a useless pile of garbage, though. What? LN2 Threadripper. Yeah, no. Like, LN2ing Ryzen has so far for me been a disaster. And that's probably because the Tai Chi is just a terrible motherboard to run LN2 on. Okay, the driver is back, so 3D Mark 11 should finally work. There we go. Found working links to about a 7990 with a modded BIOS to allow more power. Oh, it's working again. Oh, that's interesting. I guess we're gonna, well, no, we're not gonna slay 3D Mark 11, because the problem with 3D Mark 11 and and this motherboard specifically, at least, like, I've not tested this, but a friend of mine, who happens to be the #1 overclocker in Finland, told me, and he also has the X299 OC formula board, and he told me, well, I was complaining to him about how I can't get 3D Mark 11 to score properly. Like, I'm getting 22,000 points at almost 5, like at like 4.8 gigahertz, or even 4.9 gigahertz, or even almost 5 gigahertz, right? It's just always going to be around 20, like I'm in that 22K range. And he's like, yeah, no, that's not you, that's the bloody motherboard, because he sent me a screenshot of a 7920X at like 5.1 gigahertz, also getting like 21,000 points. But apparently the EVGA X299 Dark doesn't have this issue. That scores like 25,000 plus, easy. So, yeah. I'm not actually sure if this will go that well for 3D Mark 11, because I did... so if I remember correctly, it's not going to be that much faster than the 7700K, and the 7940X might actually cost me FPS in the GPU tests. Because 3D Mark 11 with this much GPU power starts being a bit of a CPU benchmark more than a GPU benchmark. Damn it, I can't. Okay, wait. Just want to check the bloody... Oh, come on. What did he do? Oh, well, I'll thrash him. That's no problem. I'm just going to take 3D Mark 11 anyway. Though I feel like Crossfire came off. Because it shouldn't be running that. No, it's on. Distillation is off. It's odd. I'd expect a lot more FPS. Okay, well, we'll get at least one good score today by not overclocking the memory. I'm pretty sure 3D Mark 11 is heavier. See, this is why I set my expectations at like 1350 megahertz max. Because now I'm not disappointed so much as if I had dreams of doing 1500. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Asus Strix cards tend to have really, like, they're not going to be the best VRM, but it's going to be pretty solid most of the time. And occasionally they are the straight-up best. Like, on the RX 480, the only other card, like, on the RX 580 and the RX 480, the only card that, like, rivals the Asus Strix for VRM quality is the XFX GTR card. So, those two cards match each other. Yeah, the HW bot algorithm is... The new algorithm is supposed to be faster, but recalculating the database is still taking for freaking ever. I'm apparently #1 in the Czech Republic, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Well, both of the cards are at -52 right now, so let's go for it. No, it's running actually, that picked up a lot of FPS. Also getting pretty hot. Right now we're at minus 50. I don't know. Can I hold this up? Can you read that? Probably not. So I actually need to see that. So I know when to pour. That just hit minus 47. Alright, did this probe get stuck? That is the dodgy probe. Oh no. Unless I really overpoured? Actually, wait, so you can actually read these. Cool, wait, I'm a... Well, no, now it's too late, but whatever. Let's get some blocks. Wait, no, then I can't read them. So, no, guys. I need to read the temperatures. Otherwise, this is gonna crash. And I know what I want. This running. Oh, damn it, we're in physics right now, and I just poured. I'm not smart. No, I'm not. Oh, like put a mirror under the... I could do that. To check the temperatures. I've been actually considering doing that for postcodes on motherboards that are sitting on the desk, because I can't quite see the postcode over there. Just put a little mirror on it so I can see it. They're both fine. One of them's at minus 58 and the other is at minus 53. Oh, actually, that one's minus 50 now. Did that crash or did it finish? It finished. I need to, like, here's the thing. It's embarrassing if I don't have at least a higher GPU score than the guy I'm trying to beat, so I'm not posting unless I beat his GPU score. It's just like... Because otherwise, this just, like, I'm going to look like a massive idiot, and I just touched the mic. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, okay, so I blew the guy in first away, but I don't want to do it with CPU power. I want to actually beat his GPU score, which I haven't. He's getting 30, he's getting almost 31,000 and I'm at just at 30K. I'm not posting this, because this is just like a freaking embarrassment. It's like, oh yeah, I'll put LN2 on my 7990. And then I beat you on CPU score, not GPU score. That's like... I'm so good at overclocking. I need a freaking 7940X to crutch my way into first. Okay, I've had it with playing, like, small games with this card. We're going hardcore. We're going all in. We're gonna crash, and it's gonna be glorious. What? Someone is also doing LN2 on a Reddit post? That Reddit post is mine. Oh my god, it's running. I'm getting very, very hot. Yeah, this one hit minus 41. I swear this temp probe is bugged. It's not physically possible. This is empty. How is this still at minus 50? Wait. Can't be bloody right. This is slowly getting worse and worse. Okay, well, That almost ran, so evidently we just need more V-Core! I don't have the right shirt for this, but we just definitely need more V-Core. It's gonna be fine, Mr. VRM. Trust me. Oh, it's gonna feel like hell, but it was gonna be good for the core. Just don't die immediately, please. Gonna be just right. I have a Twix wrapper. Oh, I do. Oh, well. Wait, which one's... Oh, there's still LN2 in both. Oh, damn, this one's warm now. Okay, no, that temp probe definitely works. I'm just dumb. Yeah, really dumb. This is why I wanted two 7990s, so that I could test, like, A and B. Well, no, do more... Yeah, do more testing with the modifications and stuff. Well, no, not really. I don't know. But I do want a second one. The thing is, if I want to do any modifications on this one at this point, I need to take off a whole lot of Plastidip. This is not fun. Well, we're at minus 60, so if it was a temperature problem before, it won't be a temperature problem now. I'm annoyed about the core, like the mem clock, though. Okay, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try something relatively tame in terms of, like that. Like, I'm gonna try a relatively tame core clock and high memory clock, and like, I don't really need it, but I want it. Because it looks like the core clock isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So if at least I know that the memory runs 1700, that'd be great. Okay, the memory's fine. Stupid thing, stop turning off. Oh man, this fan is actually blowing like hot air from the VRM. That's hot. It's awesome how the card's icing over. Like, this edge is completely iced over. I wonder how the display output looks. Yeah, it's not bad, actually. When I was running Vega, the display output on that was literally a block of ice. Well, almost a block of ice, but there was ice on the actual HDMI connector, where here the DVI is just dry. What, the HD 7990 Deviled 13? It's really not about the power connectors, as Mikulti mentioned on the chat. It's well, in this case, it's mostly about the core, and actually, honestly, the VRM. And I'm like, the other issue is I'm really not happy with the capacitors. Because this card does have a cap mod. I'm really not happy with the capacitors I used for this one. These are like the first capacitors I ever bought for cap modding, and they're too big. Well, yeah, they're basically just too big, and that's the main issue. They're gigantic. Like, they're low ESR, and they're the right voltage, they're just way too damn big, so they're not that great in terms of frequency response, and I think that's really an issue. And I should have kept the power bridges, and actually I should have built a bigger, better power bridge. I should buy some, like, thin copper sheet and just build a power bridge from the VRMs to the GPU cores, and actually across the VRMs themselves as well, because there's, like, huge voltage drop across that. Like, one end of the VRM is 50 millivolts higher than the other. The RX 480RS from XFX is absolutely atrocious. That's why I never made a video about it, because I want to stay in XFX's good graces. Whereas I don't care that much. Which, at the time that I made the power color video, I didn't care that much. Okay, so the memory's fine. Honestly, I think this, if maybe this card is just too low leakage or something. Let's try that. Because, like, this card, at least on air, seemed pretty damn good. But now that it's on LN2, it just seems like a complete bloody disaster, so... I'll need one more thermos, and then we'll be done, I think, for today, because this is not going well. I think the capacitors are wrong, the VRM is garbage, there's too much voltage drop, so the noise on the end of the VRM has to be atrocious. I don't think this thing is particularly happy with transient loads. Hopefully this won't crash immediately. Yeah, it's just not going to run 1200. I don't get this card. Oh, and that was a minus 64. Well, minus 65, actually. Now I want to e-power it. Because it's like, if it's literally just the VRM being incredibly trash, then, you know, we can put a 14 phase on there. That should fix it. But those Volterra voltage controllers are a pain. There's no data sheets for them. And this is like, and if I had it, like, I don't want to... I don't really want to, like, bin the, like, destroy this card specifically, because I have a thing for dual GPU cards. If I had a second one, then this one would be on fire at this point. Because I wouldn't care, but, right, this doesn't work. It's gonna have so much voltage drop, though, and V-droop. Like, it's gonna have both of those, so, you know what? Let's try that. That seems sensible at this point. And let's try a bit less there. And like that. And please don't blow up. Well, sure, blow up, you suck anyway. Nobody's gonna miss you. Why? Why does he keep doing that? It's like one core dies or something. Yeah. Honestly, I'm getting more and more tempted to do the bloody e-power. It's just like replace the garbage VRM with a real VRM. With phases. So many phases. What? No, it doesn't hate memory clock. 1700 megahertz memory clock passes just fine. We could try underclock the memory. That might fix the damn thing. Oh, no. Oh, wait. It's still... Well, actually, we need to restart anyway, so... Because I'm pretty sure that, like, one core dropped out completely. Because stock memory doesn't help. Like, I tested 1700 megahertz memory and it was fine. It's just, like, you bring up the core clock and everything goes to hell. You know, it might end up that I take the card apart and it turns out that, like, the mounting is really garbage, which could explain a lot of things. Here's the thing about air-cooled overclocking tutorials. It's basically just set the like, here's the maximum temperature your chip is allowed to reach. Here's the maximum voltage you can set before it starts incurring permanent damage, regardless of how much cooling you have. Fine, be like that. I'm also not gonna work. Yeah, no, but basically, air-cooled overclocking is, there's a maximum voltage you can't exceed, there's a maximum temperature you shouldn't exceed if you like your chip working. Actually, same is true for both. And, yeah, and then you just go and you just raise voltage until you exceed temperature or say voltage limit. And then you basically, then you push the clocks as high as they go. Unless you start getting into RAM overclocking, in which case, like, I suck at that anyway, so you don't really want me teaching you how to overclock RAM. So, yeah, even though I did do a guide for, like, one motherboard where I'm like, yeah, we can totally overclock RAM on this. It was not real, like, it was still pretty basic. Like, I didn't really cover anything super advanced. Anyway, I think. It was really long, though. Okay, so, I did say I'd give you a tour of how this whole monstrosity is actually built, because I think it's pretty interesting that this even, like that it's even physically possible to get the two LN2 pots on there. So, I'm just going to need to change a few things. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There. Is there a duplicate? Copy. Can I scale this one up? Yay! Oh, there's two of me now! So we don't want two of me, we want one of me. And just much bigger. There we go. Okay, so how big a mess is the room? A pretty big mess, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Anyway, so, the way this LN2 pot is sitting is there's a little plastic box, because otherwise this thing is so heavy that it'll actually, like, pull over the... Wait, let me turn off the PSU for the fans. So it'll actually pull this PCIe slot, like, well, the bracket, it'll actually bend the bracket over, and it'll basically, the SATA ports down here, it'll, well, you can't really see them, but it'll slam into those, and it'll just sort of sit on them, bending the whole motherboard. So, yeah, there's a box here to keep the freaking LN2 pot up. This one's just supported the usual way. There's just some shop towel under it. One thumb screw up here to keep the whole thing in place. And then the back of the card, which, could we get more cable, please? Thank you. Back of the card. Right Right, there. So lots of blue shop towel. There's the 2 big capacitors. Front right here, we actually get the 2 VRMs. Each is a 4-phase. You see only 1 inductor because, well, there's 4 inductors built into each of these. These are, there's a special name for these that I've currently forgotten. But they can help with efficiency. Their downside is they're incredibly prone to coil whine, because any current fluctuation affects the entire freaking thing the same amount. So it's not like you can have this vibrating at multiple different rates. It'll just vibrate with your frame rate, which means this card screams, absolutely screams most of the time. For some reason, it wasn't screaming throughout the stream, but I think that's just because I layered so much Plasti-Dip on it at this point that it's nothing can move. So yeah, also the way this is not managing to like bend the PCB in half is that I actually have the backplate on there. So I cut out a hole for the capacitors in that, really dodgily. So yeah, that's the disaster of a system that you know, failed utterly at everything today. But that's completely why this was a test run and not an actual serious bench session. Now, I want to take this apart as it's turning cold because I want to see how the mounting was. So we're going to try to take this apart while it's still cold. So I'll just need to get some space here. There. Move the keyboard, right, which actually will slide that out from there. Pull the cable for that. Throw that on the couch. Get rid of these. And what did I need? Taking those apart. Right, I need motherboard manuals. Where did I put them? There we go. So, there. Now it'll stay level when I put it down. Okay, come on. Am I doing that the wrong way? No. Freaking HDMI to DVI adapter doesn't want to... Yeah, really doesn't want to let go. Come on! There we go. This... Now this is going to be fun. I'm going to have to push down on the... Why didn't I remove the PCIe tab? That would have been a really great idea for this. Okay, well, which part's not cold enough to... Nope, that's not the tab. Up. Come here. Ugh. Heavy. Very, very heavy. Okay, well, I can't actually get at those PCIe power cables, so they're going to come out of the power supply. Oh. Which ones are they? Okay, you're down here. Alright, no, it's this one. Which one is this? Oh, those are the... That's... Nope, that's this one down here. Okay, well, that one still needs to go. Up. Okay. There we go. Power cable's freed. Because the clips on these are jammed into the insulation, so I can't actually like reach them and unclip those. Okay. So this is the card. Okay, come on. Let go. Okay, now the backplate is actually icing over. Damn, that's cold. So... I don't... Actually, I do, because I won't be able to get to the mounting hardware on that end. I don't want to touch that, actually. Not with bare hands, anyway. Now, the install process for this thing was really not fun, because this pot has thumb screws that are actually larger than the cutouts in the base plate. I mean, in the back plate. So, yeah, that was really, you know, interesting, because I installed that one, then put the base plate on, and then installed the other one, and this thing doesn't want to go at all. The thing is, I'd like to do this before the paste turns liquid again, so that I can see if, what condition it's in. Okay, well, this is moving now. That's good. Actually, those aren't that cold. They're just iced over, so they're really hard to grab. Go. This one free. Wait, this one? Oh, that's Morpheus 2. From Raging Tech. The PCIe slot on the motherboard actually looks pretty dry. So I guess that wasn't the issue. Though there is ice all the way down to the PCIe fingers on this thing. Okay, so that's one LN2 pot removed. Now we need to get all the thumbs... Little... Yeah, okay, well... There it goes. Not like I haven't cut up the backplate already, so scratching it up now doesn't really matter. It's not particularly... Go. One last one before that backplate comes off. Okay, well that one's loose already, so that's nice. Oh, this one froze back into place. Okay, that backplate came right off. That's nice. Go. Oh, that's, There we go. Come on. Oh well. Well, that one's free. So yeah, I did actually like get a little artistic on the car, if you can call it that. There we go. Get this, and undo these. Alright, actually it doesn't fit those. Those are a different size. Okay, that's gone. And there we go. Oh yeah, that actually looks like thermal paste was just fine the entire time. So yeah. Alright, let's get the power connectors out. There's the card. So everything on the front is plasti-dipped because, as you can see, there's literally ice buildup all the way around the memory chips. Because that's the area the shop, like the red towel wasn't covering, so that's iced over completely. The I/O section, I hit that with the hairdryer. And actually, there was a whole bunch of blue shop towel right over this, so that's not really that like iced over as badly. It kind of looks like I wait, let me... Okay, wait. Right. This light source right here. Goodbye. There. So it kind of looks like I over-tightened this side on this core. Because, that looks like, yeah, it does kind of look over-tightened. Actually, I'm starting to wonder if it even had any contact at all. Like, I might have tightened down just one side and the other side was just completely loose. This looks fine. I don't really see an issue with that. That's relatively centered, but this is just literally one corner, and that's really weird. Oh, actually, that might be exactly what happened. That might explain why I didn't want to run 1200. Because if you look... Yeah, see, this is why I like to do my why you need to inspect your stuff after you're done with it. Alright, thermal probe, come here. Alright, so if you look, right in the corner there, this one upper here, has a blue shop towel covering that plate. And it looks like that was crushed. Which, that's a pretty good indicator that, basically, this entire side of the freaking LN2 pod probably had terrible contact because, a bit of blue shop towel was lifting it up. So, yeah, good job me. That's incredible. This is why you pretest. Because you sometimes make stupid mistakes like this. Funnily enough, I've had a similar issue in the past where I tried to run a, Athlon X3. You know, the triple core Athlon, and I did the exact same thing. I had blue shop towel going under the LN2 pot, and basically everything sucked because there was blue shop towel. So, yeah, I need to figure out how to keep that down next time. Because, that was almost certainly why this was clocking like garbage. And it would explain the weird, like why the thermal paste just has a much finer pattern on one side than the other. Because it should be like even across the entire thing. So, yeah, that's a fail, isn't it? That would explain the core clock entirely, because if only one if only one side of the GPU core was getting cooled, right? As long as that's the side where the temperature probe was, yeah, it was totally cool. It was just, you know, the entire other portion was on fire pretty much, but no, that part was definitely freezing through. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that really sucks. Well, at least it means the card doesn't seem to suck. Just I do. So I'll need to retry. Take a different approach. No, not different approach. Like, just get this to stay down somehow. Might also be a good idea to just remove the shims, just in case. It's not really that hard to do. You just jam a blade under them and bend them off. So, yeah. I still need to figure out the thing about the BIOSes, and, like, probably gonna run on Windows 7. But hey, at least the back of the card looks freaking awesome. And now if it just scored awesome, but honestly, this one's probably entirely on me. And you know, I was, during the actual process, I was kind of considering trying to just overclock the two cores individually to see if there wasn't one core which was being stupid. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't actually go through with that, because that would have probably told me that, like, one of these cores is just completely screwed over by something. Yeah. Well, at least there's hope for next time, so that's, that, for this stream. Let's point the camera up a bit. There we go. So I'm in shot, and we need light, otherwise I look horrendous. Come here. Bam. Well, actually, I look just as bad with the light as without it. Like, gotta do the obligatory... Actually, can I? Wait. This is literally all I do before videos, when the hair is really... There we go. Okay, it's falling over again. It's better than the rest of the freaking stream. So, yeah, that's it for the live stream. It's not the 7990, it's probably me. Because that did look like that was actually legit crushed on the shim. And if that's actually what happened, then I completely understand that everything clocked like absolute freaking garbage. So, yeah. That's a thing. And you need a gaming seat, better for your back. About the gaming seat, I've actually been considering asking if somebody wouldn't want to sponsor me a chair, because the IKEA chair does kind of suck. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a wait, if you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Blah blah blah. If you're interested in any of the hardware, well, thank you to the sponsors for the stream. Team Group for providing the memory that ran the settings that you can see in the system specs. So yeah, this is, you know, T-Force Extreme. These are binned for 3733 CL18, so that's the XMP spec on the sticks I have. I've actually tested all of these sticks in a different system to run like 4000 at the same timings, but X299, well, I can't get those timings, like I can't get to those speeds on X299. I've had it up to about 3900, but not with, like I needed to reduce the max memory amount in Windows so low that you can't actually use it for 3D benchmarks. What else is there? Right, the 7940X, alza.co.uk sells delidded CPUs. So yeah, that's where I got that. Except I didn't buy it, they just sent me one. It's on loan. So big thanks to them for that. And also, speaking of Alza, they technically didn't send me this, but this is a Kingpin Tech 9 Fat. You can buy these on Alza if you're looking for one in a rush. because you can usually pick these up pretty cheap secondhand. So, yeah, that's it for this stream. Thanks for watching, and see you some other time. Where's that stop button? There.